Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we will discuss the meaning and concept of curriculum. It would be prior for us to know the meaning of the word curriculum. The word curriculum used as a noun. Curriculum, the subjects comprising a course of study in a school or college. The domain of curriculum is not restricted to this, that subject or courses be studied in a school or college. करिकुलम का जो बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट यहीं तक महदूद नहीं है कि आप कॉलेज या स्कूल में कुछ सब्जेक्ट पढ़ा दें तो वो आपका करिकुलम है. So going toward the second concept regarding the meaning of curriculum is that in education a curriculum is broadly defined as the totality of student experiences that occur in the educational process or in the premises of educational institutions. The second meaning for curriculum is giving us a broader picture. It describes the environment within the institution or outside the institution. All the activities that student performed within the institution or outside the educational institutions or be included in curriculum. So going toward the third concept regarding the meaning of curriculum is that etymological meaning of curriculum. Before discussing this, we see a view of etymological. What is etymological? Etymological or etymology refers to the study of meaning and the different stages of meaning through the history. So we see here curriculum begins as a Latin word which means a race. A Latin word is currere, which means a race or the course of a race, which in turn derives from the verb currere, meaning to run or to proceed. In the olden concept of curriculum, जैसा कि हम देखते हैं कि करिकुलम जो है हमें यही पढ़ाया जाता था कि ये एक ऐसा रास्ता है जिस पे चल के एक लर्नर और स्टूडेंट जो है वो अपने अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनी तक पहुंचता है, लेकिन उस लेवल के बाद उसकी डेस्टिनी मजीद चेंज होती है और उसे फिर एक नया रास्ता तलाश. सो इट्स अ कंटिन्यूअस स्ट्रगल and changing behavior in the world. So there is no generally agreed upon definitions of curriculum. Some influential definitions combine various elements to describe curriculum. Different scholars, educationists and curriculum designers define curriculum as their own perceptions. So the first educationist, Kerr, defined the curriculum as all the learning which is planned and guided by the school, whether it is carried on in groups or individually, inside or outside of school. This definition is a very comprehensive definition about curriculum कि वो तमाम एक्टिविटीज जिनसे आपकी लर्निंग होती है, whether they are planned or unplanned, guided by the school, whether it is performed in groups or individually, inside or outside the school or educational institutions, all these activities are called the curriculum. Going toward the second definition, Bruslavsky states that curriculum is an agreement among communities, educational professionals, and the state on what learners should take on during specific periods of their lives. Furthermore, the curriculum defines why, what, when, where, how, and with whom to learn. These definitions guide us toward the learning process, why we have to learn, what we learn, when to learn, from where to learn, how to learn, and with whom to learn. Further, it outlines the skills, performances, attitude, and values people are expected to learn from schooling. It includes statements of desired pupil outcomes, descriptions of material, and the planned sequences that will be used to help pupils attain the learning outcomes. Further, it is elaborated that the aggregate of courses of study given in a learning environment. The courses are arranged in a sequence to make learning a subject easier. In schools, a curriculum spans several grades. Before discussing the curriculum spans several grades, we will discuss two more definitions of curriculum. Curriculum is tool in the hand of the artist, like teacher, to mold his material in accordance with his ideals in the school. Cunningham gave us the simple concept that teacher is the artist. मैं इस मिसाल को ऐसे बयान करना चाहूंगा like that आजकल हमारे सोसाइटी में दो वर्ड्स बोले जाते हैं, एजुकेशन एंड ट्रेनिंग. हम कहते हैं एजुकेशन तो हो रही है लेकिन ट्रेनिंग की बहुत ज्यादा कमी है. तो टीचर इज द ओनली चेंज एजेंट और द सोल चेंज एजेंट इन आवर सोसाइटी जो कि इस ट्रेनिंग की कमी को पूरा करेगा. जैसा कि कनिंघम ने कहा है कि टीचर एक आर्टिस्ट है और ये करिकुलम उसके हाथ में एक टूल है. तो सिंपली टीचर बच्चों की ट्रेनिंग इस हवाले से भी कर सकता है कि वो अपने लेक्चर से पहले आए और अपने ट्रेनिंग का आगाज बच्चों के हवाले से इस तरह से कर सकता है कि वो अपने हर लेक्चर के आगाज में ये कहे कि बच्चों, हमने हर काम के शुरू करने से पहले, चाहे वो हम लिखना शुरू कर रहे हैं, पढ़ना शुरू कर रहे हैं, खाना शुरू कर रहे हैं, कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, तो हमने हर काम के आगाज में बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम पढ़ना है. तो जब बच्चे इस आदत के खुगर हो जाएंगे, आदी हो जाएंगे, तो ये इनकी आदत का हिस्सा बन जाएगा. इस तरह से बरकतों का हसूल भी होगा और बच्चों को एक अच्छी आदत भी पड़ जाएगी। इसी में एक और बात ऐड करता चलूं कि इसका तो हमें सवाब भी मिलना है और एक अच्छी आदत भी डेवलप होनी है। तो इसके साथ ही जब हम ये बच्चों में कॉन्सेप्ट दे देंगे कि बच्चों जब भी आपने कोई काम शुरू करना है और बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम पढ़ना है तो इसका कॉन्सेप्ट जोड़ना है हमारे नबी करीम अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम से कि वो जब भी कोई काम किया करते थे तो वो हर काम के शुरू में बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम पढ़ा करते थे। तो इस तरह से हमारी लर्निंग और हमारी ट्रेनिंग जो है वो पुख्ताकार हो जाएगी और इससे हमें दोहरा फायदा होगा। Now come to the next definition of curriculum. The curriculum includes all the learner's experience in or outside school that are included in a program which has been devised to help him developmentally, emotionally, socially, spiritually, and morally. This definition of curriculum is described by Crow and Crow. So, in other words, we may say that curriculum perhaps best thought of as the set of planned activities which are designed to implement a particular educational aim, set of such aims in terms of the content of what is to be taught and knowledge, skills, attitude, content and choices in methods, materials and evaluations. So it is further elaborated that the curriculum is well planned, guided and designed by the government or the educational institutions. It is aimed at both physical and mental development of a student. It is the overall learning experience that a student goes through during the particular course of study. That's why a curriculum is considered the heart of any learning institution, which means that schools or universities cannot exist without a curriculum. With its importance in formal education, curriculum has become a dynamic process due to the changes that occur in our society. Therefore, in its broadest sense, curriculum refers to the total learning experiences of individuals not only in school but in society as well. As life is a changing phenomena and day by day, second by second, we have seen that our life is changing. So, curriculum is also a dynamic process which incorporate the life changing of an individual or living in the society. So, for this purpose, there are some ordered procedures for the curriculum. The first one is the diagnosis of needs. When you have to devise a curriculum, first you have to make a need analysis within the society. How the society is working, what's the need of a society. You have to collect data. And after that, you have the need for the formulation of objectives. The educationist or the stakeholders, government stakeholders formulate objectives according to the needs of the society or the communities. On the basis of those objectives, you have select the content, and after the selection of content, there is a need to organize the content in a fluent manner. That there is a smooth organization of content. And in this whole process, you also need to care about the selection of learning experiences. कि बच्चे अपने किस तरह के लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंसेस आ रहे हैं उन्हें, और किस तरह से आने वाले बच्चों को उनकी जरूरत होगी, और हम उनको मोल्ड करके अपने टेक्स्ट बुक्स में, अपने टीचर ट्रेनिंग्स में उन्हें अडॉप्ट कर सकते हैं. एंड देन द सेम एज for the selection of content and organization of the content, same with the learning experiences, that when we have to select the learning experiences from the communities or the society, so then we organize these learning experiences. And the last but not the least is what to evaluate. All the above mentioned things have the need to reevaluate, and reevaluate, and of the ways and means of doing it. What are the possibilities of doing and reconstruct all these above mentioned things? Now come to the concept of curriculum. Concept of curriculum. The term curriculum refers to the lessons and academic content taught in a school or in a specific course or program. In dictionaries, curriculum is often defined as the courses offered by school, but it is rarely used in such a general sense in school. The concept of curriculum is a dynamic as the changes that occur in society. In its narrow sense, curriculum is viewed merely as a listing of subjects to be taught in school, while in a broader sense, it refers to the total learning experiences of individuals, not only in schools but in society as well. To accommodate the differences of views, Hassan telling that curriculum concept can be evaluated in 4 dimensions. The first one is curriculum as an idea. Curriculum as an idea yielded past or through research and theories, especially in field of education and curriculum. And all of us know that the present word or the contemporary word is the word of ideas. As better as the idea you have the value. So to make the students, the curriculum tells us that you have to teach the students to generate the ideas as much as the good ideas. The second one dimension is curriculum as plan written. Curriculum as plan written as materialization of curriculum as an idea, what in it load about target, material, activity, appliances and time. All these things be counted for the concept of curriculum. And the third one dimension is curriculum as an activity. So it is presenting execution of curriculum as a plan written in form of study practice. How we practice the things, ideas or the written things like the material, like the targets that we have to set for us, for students, mental and social development. So curriculum give us the opportunity to apply or to practice all these things. the fourth dimension is curriculum as a result of representing consequence of curriculum as an activity in the form of got of curriculum target, namely reaching of change of certain ability or behavior from all educative participants. From the various definitions of education, one of the definition is that education makes a change, not only change but a positive change in the learner, in the students. So one of the basic bigger concept related to the curriculum is to reaching certain changes in the behavior, to inculcate certain changes in the behavior of all learners or the students. So a curriculum framework is an organized plan or set of standards or learning outcomes that defines the content to be learned in terms of clear, definable standards of what the student should know and be able to do. A curriculum framework is part of an outcome-based education or standards-based education reform design. So, a plan that interprets educational aims both in individual and society to arrive at an understanding of the kinds of learning experiences school must provide to the children. Thanks a lot for watching this lecture, and in the next lecture we will discuss about the process of curriculum development. Allah Hafiz.